Thanks, everybody. Welcome back to Inspiring Women Today TV. My name is Rodney Miles Tabor. I'm grabbing the book that started this whole thing. The book is Inspiring Women Today. It's 16 stories, true life stories of real women, and that are inspiring in some way. Whether they've survived something or they've accomplished something, and they're all modern living women. One of the things I like best about the project and about the book is we have a group of women involved from all over the world, and I've worked with a lot of clients in Australia and England, but some of the other places have been very cool. Our guest today, her chapter is called Women and Children First. It's the 7th chapter. It's Stella Ssemakula, and she has become a friend over time. Here's her chapter. It's a great picture of her. And Stella lives in Masaka, Uganda, and is founder of Women Reliance Foundation, which we will talk to her about because it's amazing and something that everyone should know about. So without further ado, Stella, I'd like to invite you to the show. Welcome. It's good to see you.
Thank you, Lordin. I'm happy to be here, and thank you for introducing me to this great book of inspiring women. I love women because I've been brought up by a woman, and I love women. Thank you, Rodin, for this great venture of women inspiring fellow women. So I'm so happy to be part of this great move of inspiration.
Well, thank you. I'm proud to have you as part of it. I remember our first call, and we've both done it where we were up at 3 in the morning in order to make the time zone and talk to each other.
Yes.
So, we have this little bit.
Yes.
I think I was introduced to you, Stella, by Belinda, probably.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
How did
yes,
you,
right.
Well, you know what? Let's, before I go back to things like that, tell me about Masaka. It's a small town. I think from what I can see, there's about 100,000 people in the town. Is that right?
Yes. It is a small town in Western Uganda, central Western Uganda, and it's full of people from different cultures, and it's very welcoming. It's a city of many cultures, people coming, and there are a lot of intermarriages. So I can't say it is now only one culture there, but the Baganda culture is the one that is more, like the people there are so from the Buganda culture. So most people there are Baganda, and we are very welcoming and very lovely people. So, yeah, we love people.
Interesting. So where the different cultures that meet there, that coexist there, are they from the surrounding regions?
Yes, from the surrounding regions, people from the west, people from the north, people from the central. So they all come to work, they come to dig, some come to do business, and they do a lot of intermarriages there. So that's why I said we are mixed up cultures within Masaka, but the dominant tribe are Baganda.
Uganda. Okay. Wow. Very cool. And you yourself, you're from Uganda?
Yes, I'm in Uganda. We are the natives.
All right, I think I understand that. Well, I mean, Florida's like that. There are a Florida native is kind of hard to find because most people move here from someplace else.
Yes.
Now they come in Florida. If I use that as an analogy, they come to Florida
Yeah.
for the weather, for the business opportunity, for the beach, for the economics.
Yeah.
Would you say the same about Masaka? That while you have a lot of people there who are from Uganda, a lot of people must come there. If it's more of a city with more business opportunity, um, more opportunity for work. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes. It is not the main city, it is a city itself. It's like, it's not the capital city, many other cities from other districts, so people can easily connect to Masaka city. But it's not the main city. So it has the opportunities, it has the recreation centers, so people come in, and its weather is good because it's not so crowded like the capital city. So people love to come and enjoy it. That's why many Muzungu, when they visit, when they reach Masaka, they feel at peace. They feel the weather is good. It's not congested. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm very interested. I've never been to Africa, and I really would like to and see what it's like there. And let's see.
Yeah.
Actually, looking now at some information on Masaka. I just think it's very interesting. Okay, well, there is interesting information on Wikipedia. Of course, what I like is that we're connected on Facebook, and I get to learn
Yes.
a lot about you, your friends. Actually, jump over for a second and share my screen. Let's see that. Here's if you can see that. Can you see my screen?
Yes. I'm seeing it.
Okay, and then it says we've become what we are today because of you.
It's showing you and my mom.
Yeah. Great. Challenges you encountered as a young woman. What are the challenges you encountered as a young woman? What encounters did she face as a young woman?
My mother?
Yes.
Oh, okay. She was a very beautiful woman, and she married my dad as a concubine. Like, she was not the one married in church. And it's acceptable here, culture accepts it. So she married my dad, and when she had just given birth to 4 of us, my dad passed on. So she became a widow at a very early age. She was 33 years when my dad passed on. So she lived that life as a single mother, caring for us and having to make all ends meet for us to grow. So she didn't experience this life of a young woman growing up and being cared for by her husband, but she had to do it herself to see that we are growing up well, educated and alive. And so she would face the medical bills, the food, the accommodation, because we were staying in Kampala, where we had to find a home and then go back to the villages when it's not school time. So she had to look for accommodation. She had to pay school fees. So she was a toiling woman, like she had to toil to make life successful for her children.
Wow. Wow, we might have that in common. My mom, raised by a single mom. But it does make sense. It makes an impression on you when your mom is tough like that. And were you one of several children? Did you have brothers and sisters?
Sorry?
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, we are 4. I have.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they still in Masaka?
Yeah, one passed on and the 2 are in Kampala. So I'm the only one in Masaka.
Okay. Okay. And what I hear you kids in the background. Now, but you just had a baby, right?
Yes. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Rodin.
I've seen pictures, I believe, and it's beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I see, I'm going to share my screen again. In Masaka, is there a good bit of farming?
Yes, it is the main activity that women do. So there are some crops that are really doing. Pineapples are grown so much in Masaka, passion fruits, tomatoes. Yeah, so we do agriculture. It has good fertile soils that are good for agriculture.
Okay. The agriculture, does it get exported to other places, or is it bought and sold there? Probably some of both.
Sorry?
The food that you
I missed some words.
That's all right. The food that is grown there, is that traded amongst other Ugandans, or is that exported to other countries?
It's both. We have local markets here where food is sold locally, and it's also taken to other districts in the country. And those who are able to export, there are big companies that are in charge of exporting, but the local people here within the country, like to other districts, the trade is within the country.
I see. There's your baby.
The baby's fine.
Okay, so farming, is that something that you've done, that you do for food, to have food, or something that you do as a business?
Personally,
Yes.
I do farming for food. I do farming for food.
Yes.
We also do farming to support the women who are doing it as a business. It's my work.
Yes. All right. Well, that would be
yes.
Now about Women Reliance Foundation.
Yes, Women Reliance Foundation.
Let's talk about that.
Is foundation. Talk about that. Okay. So given my background of being raised up by a woman, I was so touched and passionate about supporting and helping. So Women Reliance Foundation comes in as a project that supports women who are struggling to make ends meet. In Masaka, many women are widows, HIV/AIDS, so most women are widows. Others are teenage mothers who have dropped out of school, and others are concubines, or men have taken them to be like second or third wife, and so they don't care for them. So Women Foundation came in to support such women who are struggling and are not. Yes, so we come in to support them with their businesses. Some have put up businesses, like those who are doing farming. They collect their produce and bring it to the market. But because they didn't go to school, some do not know how to calculate the profit, whether they are making profit and growing, or they're just selling and consuming money. So we support them to see on ways of how they can grow their businesses and give them some microcredit to boost their businesses. For example, those who are dealing in bananas, the matoke for food, we give them like capital to stock the food and then resell it and be able to see that they are progressing, they're making a profit, and they are saving money to support their children. The foundation also helps women who are totally desperate and they don't know how they will survive. There are women who are in very poor conditions that they can't even raise food for their families. So we solicit and give them food support so that they are able to survive. When we are able to get their food, we give it to them and then encourage them to find something they can do, because giving them food is not sustainable. These women also have children, and it is so unfortunate that despite the poor conditions, the women give birth, and the children. The other thing that the foundation does is to find that we find support, like sponsorship for children, so that they are able to attend school and fight the ignorance that their parents and grandparents have. So this has caused cross-generational poverty, so because they are not educated. So the foundation is trying to see that the women are better and the children are getting some education, so that the next generation is in a. Thank you, Rodin.
I see. Yeah, I'm going through images of Women Reliance Foundation as you speak.
Okay.
Pretty incredible. How long have you been with Women Reliance Foundation? And you're the founder of the project, right?
Yes. This is the third year. It is 3 years now. But like as a registered foundation, but they have been doing this work for some time, but officially registered and officially operating as a registered foundation is 3 years now.
Okay. I think that's probably about
Yeah.
when we met, actually.
Yeah.
All right. So
It was in its baby stage.
right. In your chapter, I know in the book.
Baby stages.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I was saying that the foundation was in its baby stages when we met. It is just growing. The foundation is in the baby stages of growth.
Oh, good. Good. That's good to hear. So, with the support of patrons, of people who make donations, is it mainly donations through the PayPal link, and then this money goes to help make sure that children are in school and that women have opportunities like whether it's a loan or education that you give them on how to start a small business so that they can be independent and have money and support their family. It's mainly through donations, is that right?
Yes.
And where would somebody go if they want to donate? I think I have a website pulled up.
It is usually basically through the PayPal link, but we also have a bank account for those who want to directly donate to the foundation.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I'm looking at it now. Hopefully our viewers can see it. This is Women, WOMEN, Reliance, RELIANCE.org, womenreliance.org. And here is their website. There's a donation link right here, top right of the page. And I believe I'm sharing the screen. Here's an email, a way to reach Stella and the folks there.
Yes.
It's really cool because you see all these images of meetings and the children and the women and the businesses. Here's someone who's making pots, containers, and farming. What
baskets?
Baskets. When I say pots. And this is these are called microloans. I had just started to hear about these that people might not realize.
Yes.
You know, $50, $20, $50, $100 probably goes a long way. Do you think so? What does, for example, $100?
$100?
Yeah. What does that?
Okay, $100 is like in Ugandan shillings.
Well, let's say
that is about 300,000.
Okay. And what does that do? How does that help?
Okay, so if a woman is doing nothing and they are starting up a business, the $100 can stock a stall of 10 matoke, bananas, and a basket of tomatoes and onions, and they're able to stay and stock their stall again.
Wow, so it makes a big difference.
Yes.
I see. And in your Facebook pages, it's very cool because there are different women and the successes they've had. this woman here, for example, Maria.
Yes.
Now, this is interesting. You also have to deal with COVID and lockdown.
Yes. We've just had a second lockdown now. The schools are closed, and yeah, but God is still keeping us. We don't know what the next phase will be, but we experienced a second wave here already, and the country is partially locked down. Some businesses, schools have closed down. So
I'm sorry to
we
hear that.
are waiting what.
Yeah, so I'm very sorry to hear that, because I have an opinion on how good that is or isn't for people, and I wondered what you might be going through there. It's hard enough trying to
Yeah.
Organize and get people to help and see that these women have opportunities that they might not have had.
Yeah.
My understanding of what you do, and then they're able to make a living. They're able to make money and put their kids in school and food. So the lockdowns must make it hard to do business. I'm not sure how it might affect farming, other than maybe it can affect shipping.
Farming is still okay because
farming is still okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's very good. All right, and I know that I want the readers to go to the chapter, because there's more in there about your background. There's more in there about what life is like. There's more in there about I have to tell you, there are some times when an American, I think, sees a picture of a child in Africa who is apparently naked and hungry, and smiling. And it says a lot. It says a lot for what I think is something that can be improved in the culture over here. It's not all about TV shows and things like that. It's about there's a basic happiness, and I'm inspired by what you do. Of course, it's obvious. I'm inspired by your faith as well. Are a lot of people in Uganda Christian?
Most of them are Christians.
Okay. And
yes.
Church is a place where you find a community and you see your friends. Is it, you go to church on Sundays? Is it the same there?
Yes, we go to church on Sunday when there's no lockdown, but now there's lockdown, no church.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully things will. So you said you're undergoing a second lockdown now. Is it very strict? I mean, what does that mean? Is there a curfew? Do you have to be in your home at a certain time at night, or is it just that businesses are closed?
There's curfew. We have to be home. Actually, I have to be home by 6. Because the border will stop working exactly by 6. I have to be home. And shops have to close by 7 p.m. And schools are totally closed. No children going to school. No churches. We are not going to the places of worship. We are praying from home. And for no house parties, no these people who are no burial exceeding 20 people. It's just 20 people to go for burial. introductions, weddings, nothing. So we are having all the limitations that we had in the first lockdown. And the president is addressing the country this week, so I don't know if he's adding more restrictions. We don't know. We are just waiting.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear. I hope it changes soon.
I hope so. And it's really affecting the businesses here and the work, because we are working under a lot of restrictions, and there are no markets for the women who are taking the food to the market, because the markets are also closed, the shops are closed. So I don't know if it is extending so much, we are likely to go through a tough time, but we hope it will not take so long. But the truth is the disease is at a high peak now. COVID-19 is seriously killing people here.
I see. And that typically is seen by someone having breathing problems, respiratory problems.
Yep.
And is there a big effort to vaccinate people?
Yes, there are massive vaccinations going on, and people are going for vaccinations. But also the rate at which that disease is spreading is high compared to the service. Actually, the ministry was saying that they are running out of the vaccine, and we are waiting. Maybe they will stock more vaccine, but the situation is bad currently.
Yeah. Do you talk about things or use things like, have you heard of hydroxychloroquine or other things that can help?
Yes, we've heard about it, and they are sensitizing. There's a lot of sensitization going on by the ministry to help people accept the vaccine. Also telling people to wear masks and sanitizing, washing hands with soap. There's a lot of sensitization going on too, but I think as the plague comes in, it's hard to control when it has already hit in.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear it. Okay, well, you're in our my thoughts, my prayers, and hopefully everybody's donations. Again, the best place, I suppose, is Women Reliance Foundation.org. Here we go. What did I do? Here we go.
The website?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Click the donate button and I end up PayPal. And here we go. So I think everybody can see that. That's PayPal link. The easiest way to get there, though, is through the website, the donate button.
We changed the PayPal. The PayPal was hello?
Yep.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. We rectified the PayPal, and so the PayPal on the page is the current one.
Oh, good.
Yes. Not the one on the website. I think I have to change this to the one on the page is the current one. It was when we went in the first lockdown, PayPal somehow was intervened, so it wasn't working so well in Africa. So we had to rectify our link accounts. So the one on the page is the one that is now working.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah, I want people to be aware and donate. In fact, I think what I'm looking at here are photos of Masaka,
Hey, yeah.
right? It looks like you might have some very nice restaurants and some tourism, maybe. Is there?
Yes.
Yeah, you have.
Yes.
Where are the tourists from? United States, Australia, um, Europe.
We usually have tourists from all over, but usually they are Germans, Australians, and those from US. Those are and Ireland.
Okay.
Those are yeah. Those are the tourists that mainly come to Masaka.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes. And we also have people who have invested in businesses here that are able to host fellow Muzungu and have Muzungu food. So when you come, we have people who have invested in businesses here, and they are able to do the food that the Muzungu want. So it has also attracted more to come.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. That's very cool. Yeah, there's a lot there. I think it's a city of about 100,000, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. God bless you for what you do. Wish I had better news as far as the this so-called pandemic and getting you guys out of lockdown, back into church, back into school. Sounds like you say the president will be addressing the country this week. So, despite these additional challenges, you still have to help make sure that women have a way of making a living and the opportunity to their children in school. That was a factor.
Yes.
You very well spoken English, and you would say that I would guess that that's because you had the opportunity to go to school, that your mom.
Of going to school. Yeah. Yes.
And that's thanks in large part, or thanks completely to your mom. I would think you have to pay money to send your children to school, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Here we
I
call
was privileged.
privilege. And that's where you learned English, and that's where you learned all sorts of other things. I'm sure when you meet other children, I would imagine. And your husband helps too, doesn't he, Patrick?
Yes, of course. Yes, Patrick does.
I've only met him briefly, when we were setting up the cameras and stuff last time. So that was very cool. When we're done, please tell me congratulations on the new baby too.
Thank you.
Very cool. Now, does he help you with Women Reliance Foundation, or does he have another job?
Yeah, he helps with the accounts because he's so good with the book accounting. So he helps with the accounts. He was doing tourism, was his other work that he does. So when you choose to come, like if you choose to come, he would do the program and take you to the national parks. And that's how we got to know Belinda, because the friends had visited and Patrick took them around Uganda and Masaka. So that was his work before, but now he's in the foundation work. But because tourism is now like on total lockdown. So yes.
Yeah. So that's even harder without the tourist revenue.
Yes.
Man. All right. Well, I'm hoping we inspire some people to help inspire some women in Masaka.
Yeah.
The Women Reliance Foundation. So, well, wonderful. You know, I always want to learn more about you, about where you live.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
you know, so we'll talk again. I have a nice feeling that, you know, this isn't the end for us,
Okay.
the beginning.
Okay.
So, of course, if people want to find you, if people want to help, if they want to donate, if they want to, I mean, it doesn't take a lot. We talked about how far $100 would go. I'm sure donations or microloans larger than that, or even smaller than that, are all welcome, especially now. You know, we hear, like in Florida, for example, some people might be working from home because of COVID, but I imagine it makes a serious difference where you are, where the tourism is stopped, a lot of that is gone. People who work, as Patrick used to work in tourism, might not be with work right now. So I think that one of the many good things that can come out of all of this is that we get connected more as humans, you know? And
Yes.
one of the first things that happened with COVID, I'm laughing because it was, I think, a good thing, is pretty much everybody knows how to video conference now.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I hope it helps. I hope that we get more connected, that we understand more about what's happening over there, and you know, we can not just look from the top down for our well-being, but people are starting to get more action and responsibility from the bottom up. So, and that's where the Women Reliance Foundation plays a beautiful role.
Yes. Yeah.
So much for what you do. It's not the last time we'll talk. And anything else you want to say or ask, or before we wrap up this interview?
Yes, I want to thank you for, first of all, choosing me to be able to be on this interview, and also to be part of the great book. It says Inspiring Other Women. Everyone needs to be inspired. There are times in our lives when we need someone to say, I've been in that journey, and you can also go through that journey. So inspiration is a very powerful word that everybody needs it. So thank you so much for this dream of inspiring other women. And thank you for making me part of this great book. And yes, thank you again, and God bless you.
God bless you too. Thanks so much, Stella. Until we talk again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, it's Stella Ssemakula. Did I say that right?
Yes.
The Women Reliance Foundation. Check out womenreliancefoundation.org today.
Yes.
Send a donation and stay involved. And let's all connect up more around the world, because that's a big part of the solution, I think. Thank you so much, Stella. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you. Bless you too.
Have an awesome day.